Check out the latest single by Gavin by G Rich. It's titled "Gotta Get On Up."
Into my eyes, girl, as we glide across the room. And what to my surprise now, the beat takes hold of you. Now if you're feeling like I'm feeling, so come on baby, let's start dealing. Time to get this party started. Ain't no time for the broken hearted. When the rhythm takes hold of you, there's only one thing left to do. Cause the beat is really moving. Time to feel your body moving. Gotta get on up and move your body. Cause when the beat is really moving, start to feel your body moving. Gotta get on up and shake something up. Feel the groove, get on the floor. Get on up. Tell the DJ play the whispers. Rock steady in the mood. Put on earth, wind, and fire. Tonight we're gonna groove. Show me how you do the four corners. Electric slide or two. Hit the bus stop. I'll do the body hop, baby. It's really up to you. Now if you're feeling like I'm feeling, so come on baby, let's start dealing.
What's up, everybody? That was a preview of my latest single, Gotta Get On Up. Shout out to The Sizzle and to April Rock Studios who helped put that together. That is available on iTunes. That is available on Spotify. It's also available on the Apple Store. G Rich, that's the name you'd find it under. I'm sorry, I'm seem to be having a little technical difficulty, it seems. I guess you guys can hear me well. I see that because I'm speaking through the mic from the computer, but I keep getting some feedback on my headphones. So I'm going to take those off and we'll get through this. How's everybody doing this Sunday? This will be a relatively short live stream. It won't be too long. I'm just going to talk about something very interesting. Just a lot of stuff that's been going on in the world. We know, of course, we've lost our brother DMX, and I'll just get right into it. Already, the vultures are out. And, the vultures come around when someone passes away or when someone dies. They often feed off of the dead carcass. And brother DMX has not even been, body is not even that cold. He's only been deceased he wasn't even deceased at the time they started to come for him. And you had people, of course, this woman out of the New York Post, Sarah Painter, who wrote this nasty article and this report on the Shade Room. This is her here. Let me see if I can put it up. They've I don't know where to stream it. I don't know where it is. I had it right here. Okay. They got it on Florida Times. And Sarah Painter, she spells her name Paynter. Well, she made this horrible article, wrote this that didn't even make any sense about brother DMX. And you can check it out right here that she actually wrote. It's on the Florida Times right now, where she talked about how he lost all of his houses during his entire career, his rap career. She goes into detail about the amount of debt DMX collected over the years, how much money he ranked in from making music, and also how much he lost. And to see stuff like this where the man is not even deceased yet. When she wrote this article while DMX was still fighting for his life. So they obviously did this for clout. They do all of these things for chasing records, chasing monies, and so forth. Because it's easy when someone dies, they rather be uh, first than right. In situations like this, when someone dies, I don't even want to be right. I wait until all the facts come out, especially after a person passes away. And so she was facing backlash as a result of this, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. X hadn't even died when they wrote this piece of crap article. And then you got uh, the Daily News, also out in New York, where they had a cover of DMX and Prince Philip together. And they received backlash because what they did with Prince Philip, and you can watch, you look here, this is the article. You have this old ugly man right there, this old ugly bastard to the left. And then they got the rapper. So the prince and the rapper, like the prince and the pauper. Beloved Royal is gone at the age of 99. And then you compare it to DMX. They say the rapper, brilliant but troubled musician, dies at 50. This is what they do to black men. He had his faults and his troubles, but I knew when this man was going, they do this all this time. As Eddie Griffin once said when he was on Vlad TV, no black man leaves this business clean. You got to have an asterisk by your name for anything that you do. And so the feminist crowd, tying that into DMX, they are now trashing X over lyrics that he made from from the late 1990s. They're attempting to cancel him over some of the songs that he did in the past. For instance, rape lyrics that some lyrics. It seems to be anti-LGBT and rape. And you read these details. They're going over songs. I'm looking here on MSNBC's NBC News website. I'm looking here. I'm sorry too. Uh, you also got the cancel culture is a joke. You go on Reddit, they got people trying to cancel him over his lyrics, over homophobia, and some other songs that he had. I believe the songs that I'm trying to find the songs that they're talking about. I can't think of the songs, but you guys can look on, yeah, here it is on MTO News. They're saying, all right, let me stop sharing this one. And I don't even know if it's all LGBTQ or feminists who's saying that. It might just be, I would say it could just be the Bussy Brigade that they have running these news websites and so forth. But feminists trying to cancel DMX over rape and anti-LGBT lyrics, and not everyone is a fan. Uh, Everyone doesn't take kindly to this. There are a lot of people. X is coming is one of the lyrics. You see this here. And if you got a daughter older than 15, I'm going to rape her. DMX in tones. Take her on the living room floor right there in front of you. Dick action, seriously, what you want to do? Frustrating, isn't it? Want to kill me, but I'm going to kill you. Now watch me fuck just a little while longer, please. Will you? And this one, Where the Hood At, of course, that's another classic that X wrote where last I heard, y'all niggas was having sex with the same sex. I show no love to the homo thugs. Empty out, reloaded, and throws more slugs. How you gonna explain fucking a man? Even if we squash the beef, I ain't touching your hand. I don't bunk with chumps for those who've been to jail. That's the cat with the Kool-Aid on his lips and pumps. I don't fuck with niggas they think think they broads only know how to be one way. That's the dog. Roof. Now, One Who Cares says those Beckys and Karens taking lyrics out of context only to clout chase. Yeah, they're clout chasing. I mean, why are they waiting until this man dies before you want to cancel somebody? It's like what Bill Burr said on Saturday Night Live when they want to cancel John Wayne and rename the airport. He's been canceled since 1979. God got the ultimate cancellation. You know, it was like I told Brother Menard on his show, shout out to him. You could only cancel so many people. You damn near gonna have to rename everything. Let's just be real. You're gonna have to cancel J. Edgar Hoover. We're eventually gonna have to cancel, uh, the presidents, all 44 of them, 46, excuse me. You can find a bunch of, I can find problems that the presidents have done, things that they did. One of the worst things, as good as he is, and people love him, Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter is responsible for FEMA. Go look that up. I talked about that in my book on Katrina back in '08. He was responsible for that. But these feminist guys, they are out of hand with all of this stuff. And somebody who has just passed away, you try to respect the dead. Remember last year when Kobe died, they came at Kobe, but this was about white supremacy. This had nothing to do with X. And of course, it's racist. And look, if we're going to cancel somebody over their lyrics, what about can't are you going to cancel the same thing with the white musicians who write things, who've done and said demonic stuff? I mean, did you cancel Ozzy Osbourne for biting a bat's head on stage? Do you cancel Freddie Mercury and the rest of Queen or the Rolling Stones because of drug abuse? Would they dare put, if when Keith Richards passed away, do you think the Daily News or out in the U or whatever tabloid in the UK would put Keith Richards Keith Richards all coked out or Mick Jagger all coked out talking about their transgressions? What about the fact that Mick Jagger actually was, I think it was Mick Jagger that actually was sleeping with Ray Dawn Child when she was underage? Jerry Lee Lewis, yeah. Heck, there's a bunch of them. Look at the lyrics of look at lyrics from from John Lennon. Willie D actually, and I'm not a big, I've kind of looked at Willie D a little side eye with some things he's done, but Willie D had a whole list of different artists. Pink Floyd, this is from his song Don't Leave Me Now. Don't leave me now. How could you go when you know how I need you to beat to a pulp on a Saturday night? Matchbox 20 in his song Push. I want to push you around. Well, I want to take you for granted. Rolling Stones, Under My Thumb, she's the sweetest pet in the world. It's down to me. The way she talks when she's spoken to, Under My Thumb. There's a whole list. What about canceling actors who do violent roles? Like, how far are we gonna go with this stuff? This is some stupid. This is some stupid shit. I mean, X is not even in the ground, and we're talking about this. All the stuff you could talk about in the world. This is what they choose to talk about. Of course, it's about race. Yeah, Eminem did "Cleaning Out My Closet," where he outright dogged his mom. Now I know that she's forgiving him and they're on good terms and so forth, but once you put something out, these are the lyrics that Willie D had on his page. Once you put this stuff out, it's out there. Once you go live, once you put something on the internet, it never goes away. Truly. So, but anyway, man, I digress. But this is the. Then I guess since we're talking about feminism and homo, they want to tie it in. I said last time when I did a live stream, we've gone from from DMX to Lil Nas X. Then I saw this crap. I don't watch SNL for a reason, but somebody I've been seeing pictures of it online, but they got the rapper Kid Cudi uh, performing in a dress on Saturday Night Live. So now y'all know Kid Cudi is about to blow up even more. Kid Cudi is about to get all kinds of movie deals. Kid Cudi's been in. I know he was in the Creep Show episode I saw recently. And Kid Cudi gets smackized. This was his coming out christening. Kevin Hart already did this on. Remember, he did this on SNL when he was doing the skit, imitating the girl from Where the Wild Beasts Are. I think that was the name of the movie. Because the little girl's actually from Kawanzi Wallace. She's a little cute black girl. She's probably a teenager by now because it's been a while. Some movie she was in. I think she was She was Annie with Jamie Foxx and so forth. But yeah, this has been gotten the internet going viral. Kid Cudi puts on a dress, performing. I guess he was performing his song "Tequila Shots" and "Sad People." Will not play it for obvious reasons, copyright issues. But before his suicide, Cobain had appeared on the cover of the British magazine The Face wearing a similar dress. And some people were obviously, somebody said they killed DMX and then put Kid Cudi in the dress. That's funny. I look at all of this. Of course, you see all the people that like Kid Cudi are white. And they do this on the day, today, or that day, Saturday night, on Saturday Night Live, was the anniversary of Kurt Cobain's death. And it's been speculated that even Kurt Cobain died under mysterious circumstances. Yeah, the movie was The Beast of the Southern Wild. Okay, thank you for correcting me, Rosalind. Something like that. I knew it was one of those. But I will not uh, be supporting this. This is a rite of passage. So watch in a couple of months, guys, you're going to see Kid Cudi on magazine covers. You're going to see him do television shows. He's going to be in movies. He's going to be in a few other things. Yeah, this was pathetic. What's up, Butterfly 70? Y'all, please hit that Cash App below. Gavin Richard Esquire. You can also hit the PayPal at gavin.grich1@gmail.com. Uh, man, look, most of these guys I don't even listen to, and that's wrong for me. Tough for me to say, but this sucked. I know now I won't listen to Kid Cudi, and that's tough if people don't like that. But I mean, it's just like, why you got to put on a dress, man? What's the purpose of that? They're saying he's talking about suicide awareness and fighting for other people's rights, but what's that got to do with wearing a freaking dress? So then, so some other stuff I was going to talk about. This caught my attention. Y'all know I have been talking hard. Uh, I don't listen to most of them either, but y'all know I have been talking about this thing that's been going on in Houston Texans with the Houston Texans and Deshaun Watson. There was a reporter who got fired for comparing the accusers of Deshaun Watson to terrorists. He's an NFL reporter. He's a white man, by the way. This is from the Daily Mail. He actually calls it a money grab, and he got fired for it. This is his picture right here. This is from the article from the Daily Mail. I got the ad blocker up. I usually keep that up. His name was Aaron Wilson, and he's parted ways with the Houston Chronicle for comments that he made on March 19th. He was on a radio show where he shared his doubts about the allegations against Wilson, and he said, "You don't negotiate with terrorists. People are demanding money," he remarked. He issued an apology on Saturday, saying he unintentionally lacked sensitivity, and this is him here. He's a veteran NFL reporter, and he issued a contrite apology, it says, in regards to that. A total of 22 women, as you know, most of them massage therapists, are now suing Watson, accusing him of sexual assaulting them or behaving inappropriately during the course of massages. There are no criminal charges in the case. And that's something that you all got to pay close attention to. There have been no charges against Deshaun Watson in this case. Now, I'm looking at the top of this, and he supposedly he admitted that there was some consensual sex as you read further in the article. And this is okay. So this is coming from his attorney. I got to play this.
If Troy Carter doesn't stand with us now,
Why would we trust him to stand up for us in Washington? Karen Carter Peterson's always been on our side, fighting for our progressive values. That's who we need in Congress.
Our biggest fear was being wrong about somebody. So somebody might say, well, my God, look at all those lawsuits. Does that mean he saw that many people? Folks, this guy has been getting 2 to 3 massages a week. Math I do on that is anywhere from 120 to 140 to 150 massages a year. We deeply, deeply do not believe this guy ever did anything non-consensual with any woman during any of this. He didn't coerce them. We don't believe he used his position. We don't believe he intimidated him. We simply do not. Were there sometimes consensual encounters? Yes. And will that come out in any kind of litigation or trial? Of course it will. And that's where it should come out.
So are you saying that on Instagram, Deshaun reached out to some of these women on Instagram, booking a legitimate massage, and then engaged in consensual sex acts with some of these women?
No, I'll put it another way. I mean, you could get that from what I'm saying. That in some of these massages, there's going to be no question. We've never run from it. Our first announcement has always been about consent. That on some occasions, some sexual activity would have taken place. I'm not going into what it is or how, or the nature or the numbers or with whom. But I think you can rightfully assume that. The question always that we have always been emphasizing, never at any time, under any circumstances, just as Letitia said, did this young man ever engage in anything that was not mutually desired by the other party. Our biggest fear was being...
So what he's essentially saying is that this is Rusty Hardin, this is his lawyer. He is essentially saying that all of the massages, any contact with any of these women if they did, were consensual. Now, if you read the articles and you read the lawsuit, and just with some of them alleged, while there may be some stories that are true or ring true, others just don't make sense. For instance, like I said again, I don't understand or see how someone can jizz on somebody's face, just jerk off and bust a load on somebody's face, and for how long he had this hard on. Like, how long did you stay? This is going to come out at trial. If you think this is foolish, but this will come out at trial in court, because a competent attorney would ask these questions. You have to ask those questions as a lawyer. Why is this taking so long? Why, ma'am, if this happened, did you file a civil suit with an attorney first and foremost than you did with going to the police and making allegation and making a criminal complaint? You had that reporter, Mike Murphy, who wrote a scathing article trying to say that you're Deshaun Watson, the NFL needs to discipline him, saying, well, and dismissing criminal conspiracies and conspiracy theories. But the bottom line is the facts are the facts. They did not go to the police immediately when these accusations had happened, and they should have. And it does call to their credibility like it would any other criminal case. As a lawyer, you ask these questions. You have to ask these questions. The fact that it does seem odd that he's being asked this stuff or he's being attacked with these things after he's requesting a trade. The attorney, they say, is a carnival barker, Tony Busby. He's representing 22 of the women. And Wilson, who defended Deshaun Watson, again, Aaron Wilson, he described this lawyer even as an ambulance chaser. He sounds like Michael Avenatti, or you're no different than Michael Avenatti or Gloria Allred. Gloria Allred goes out of her way to arrest black men, to get at black men. So I look here. Yeah, he was on but this happened on March 19th when Wilson made these comments. And he compared these women to terrorists. He said, in Watson's case, you don't negotiate with terrorists. Williams said of the lawsuit alleging sexual misconduct during misogynist. People are demanding money. They're asking for money. It kept escalating. It kept going up and up and up. You're talking about more and more funds. I'm not going to say how much it got to, but my understanding is there was an admission that it was just a money grab. I've heard this too. I think this is a money grab. A lot of people think this is a money grab. So what did he say that was wrong? Well, he compared them to terrorists. That was a strong word. I probably wouldn't have. Hold on a second. Can you guys hear me? All right, you can. I don't know if people could say compare it necessarily to terrorism, but it certainly could be extortion. Yeah, how can, as lawyers or as a system where we say you're innocent till proven guilty, that you can allow stuff like this to go on over and over again where someone can make an accusation and then that sticks with this. And this is the same pattern that happened with Bill Cosby. See, a lot of people forget that your Andrea Constant actually got an attorney before she got criminal charges. She met with a civil lawyer first and foremost. And when she got with the civil attorney, and this all came out at court, they didn't find anything. They got the police involved. The police even searched Bill Cosby's house. They couldn't find anything. That's why the prosecutor dismissed it. He said there would be no charges, but you have people who do not do research, people that continue to fester the same lie because you don't like a person. I don't like Bill Cosby because he talked ugly to me, or he tried to, or was against Def Comedy Jam. Like I saw Earthquake and D.L. Hughley and a couple others. So what? There are a lot of people who didn't like Def Jam. I even saw David Allen Greer, and David Allen Greer threw Bill Cosby under the bus. But I remember David Allen Greer doing an interview for TV Land on Black history and television variety shows. And he even said at times he was watching Def Jam and felt this is taking Black people back 400 years. So I don't understand some of y'all. And this reporter got fired. I'm hoping, what happened to, but you got to beware of censorship again, guys, because beware of what's going on right now. That's all that's happening. This is a reporter who got fired for making comments on a radio show. Well, what happened to freedom of the press? Well, that doesn't exist anymore. Look what happened with T.I. T.I. and Tiny, they have their show canceled. T.I. gets kicked out of Ant-Man. He's not going to be in the Ant-Man sequel, Ant-Man 3. Just off accusations and accusations alone. And I get it. They're trying to save money and save face. But damn. Y'all support that new single, Get On Up, which is by me, yours truly. I'd appreciate it if y'all did that. This wasn't going to be a long live stream. I just decided to come out with what was going on. That was some of the stuff that was trending, of course, DMX's death, and then, some other stuff, this Deshaun Watson thing, these feminists that's going on. But this is, and I want to show you, I want to put her picture up, but this is the woman who wrote the article. I believe this is her here because she says reporter. Sarah Painter, that's the woman who wrote the DMX article. Hold on a second. With the New York Post. Yeah, this is her because she writes in. That's Becky. Hold on. I wanted you guys to see it. This is Becky. That's her to the right. And people have been dogging her all day, all weekend, and rightfully so. She deserves it. She writes with Yahoo Real Estate as well. I guess she does real estate reporting. But that's her. So this made absolutely no sense. Again, some other stuff we can go over. Oh, got to talk about this. You got these and going on in Hollywood. A couple of things. I saw Tarana Burke got a new deal with CBS to do a production deal. She inked a production deal, creating space for. Now this is on News One. Creating space for new narratives has always been an integral part of the cultural change work. So she's gotten a new deal producing with her producing partner, Mervyn Marcano. And they're going to be, I hate these ads that pop up. Says here that now Burke and her production partner will bring compelling and impactful stories to CBS studios under the deal, which will be through Burke and Marcano's production company, Field House Productions. The two will develop scripted and unscripted content for CBS studios, streaming platforms, and television networks. So I know CBS studios, I think they're all under that Viacom. They are under that Viacom CBS umbrella. So I think it's going to deal with Paramount. It says here, Fieldhouse is a platform for those new narratives. This partnership gives us the reach and scale to ensure that we build new audiences for new voices. By throwing brothers under the bus, we know, of course. Marcano added they're focused on cultivating a pipeline of culturally progressive programming with their diverse networks of creatives and storytellers. Oh, gosh. I am just dying to look forward to the television programming that CBS Plus will bring. Not even their version of the Twilight Zone, from what I heard, is not that good, even with Jordan Peele hosting it. No disrespect to Jordan Peele. But my God. Y'all interested in seeing what Tyrannosaurus Burke and her partner is going to develop? And apparently they inked a multi-year partnership. CBS Studios inked a multi-year partnership with the NAACP to develop the projects that capture the essence of the Black experience in America. You mean LGBTQ? Because that's what's going to be about. I didn't even watch the MTV award, the NAACP awards. That was on CBS, if y'all remember. Just last week. Yeah, just last week they honored a couple of people. They had Eddie Murphy get honored with the Lifetime Achievement. So no, I'm not looking forward to any of this. I know the crap it's going to bring and be about. And we're talking about Hollywood. This whole thing with Me Too and Black Lives Matter, because they're kind of tied in that whole feminist LGBT clique, although they're different organizations, but they kind of do the same thing. The new it says it right here, Marxist BLM leader. This is Patrice Khan Cullors, purchased a $1.4 million home in an exclusive Los Angeles neighborhood. Y'all take a look at this. I'm trying to see if they have a picture of it. But this is from the New York Post. Very interesting. I believe the New York Post did, at the same time they're reporting this, they posted that article on DMX. So Patrice Khan Cullors, the leader of Black Lives Matter and the self-described Marxist, recently purchased a $1.4 million home in an exclusive Los Angeles neighborhood where the vast majority of residents are whites. Yeah, Black Lives Matter until it gets to Beverly Hills. Says here further, the home, which features 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, is nestled in Topanga Canyon and has a separate guest house on the property, according to a celebrity real estate blog, which reported the transaction, last week. The property, which is about 15-minute drive from Malibu beaches, features bamboo floors and vaulted ceilings, according to the listings. Once a hippie enclave in the 1960s, Topanga Canyon is now home to sprawling homes where 88% of the residents are whites. After the sale of the property was made public, critics took to social media to blast Khan Cullors. Khan Cullors, who is 37 years old, signed a multi-platinum deal with Warner Brothers in October, although it's not clear how much he is paid by BLM since their finances flow through a complex web of for-profit and non-profit corporate entities. That's worth wait, this is the house. This has got to be because of location. That's worth 1.5 million bucks. That's worth 1.5 million bucks. There's got to be location. I know California, it's extremely expensive to live out there in the neighborhoods from people who I've talked to. But damn. This is put that 1.5 million for that. Whew. Black lives matter. Black lesbians matter. Black, loan me some money, man. Blacks loan money. That's what it's called. The PWN is PWN stands for predominantly white neighborhood. Pansy Rose Reality, I think you're a new subscriber, dear. Welcome to the channel. What's up, butterflies? I see J-Dog FBA. I'm not going to be too long, guys, but those are just a couple of topics that I was going through for today. But yeah, man, this smells like a come up. This is why I don't get down with Black Lives Matter and so forth anymore, because they are trying to really push stuff. You guys have seen no beach in front of it, nothing, no. The interior looks nice. I got to give it that. Yeah, that's nice. No, I wouldn't pay. It's got to be because of the neighborhood. So what y'all think? Y'all gonna what do y'all think of Black Loan Matter? How about that? Blacks loan money. This is insane. Then they got this other thing. Oh, I guess I can talk about this right quick. I have seen this video. This video of this black man, this Army veteran, who was attacked by the police out in Virginia. Apparently, he was pulled over. They say he didn't have visible license plates, but he claims that he did. He actually had his tags were visible. They say even later on, but I guess they're trying to say he evaded the police and didn't pull over instantly. But they came armed with guns at the scene of the crime at the gas station. They stopped at a BP where all of this went down. I guess we can play the video.
Lawsuit after police in Virginia pulled him over in a traffic stop. Then
record. While I do not own the rights to this music, I'm sharing it for copyright purposes only. It was being shared for copyrights purposes only under the Fair Use Act. So I want you
and handcuffed him, even though the suit says he did nothing wrong. The incident captured on multiple cameras. ABC's Elizabeth Schulze has more from Washington. Elizabeth, good morning.
Good morning, Whit. U.S. Army Second Lieutenant Karan Nazario says in this new lawsuit, 2 Virginia officers violated his rights when they held him at gunpoint and threatened him after they pulled him over for what they thought was a missing license plate. This morning, growing outrage over this newly released body camera.
The door's falling, get out!
What's going on?
2 Virginia police officers threatening, drawing their guns and pepper spraying a uniformed U.S. Army second lieutenant during a traffic stop.
What's going on?
Get out of the car now!
What's going on?
What's going on? You're fixing to ride the license, son.
The Windsor, Virginia officers saying they stopped Army Second Lieutenant Karan Nazario for a missing rear license plate, even though he had a temporary plate taped to the back of his new SUV. His hands raised, Nazario, who is black and Latino, recorded the incident on his cell phone, calmly telling the officers he's afraid to get out of his car.
I'm honestly afraid to get out. Can I?
Yeah, you should be. Get out. Get out of the car.
Get your hands off me, please. Get your hands off me.
You know what?
Get your hands off me. Get your hands off me. I didn't do anything. Don't do that.
Sir, get out of the car.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do. I'm trying to talk to you.
Okay.
I'm trying to talk.
Get out.
Just relax. Can you please relax? Can you please relax?
Get out of the car right now.
This is not how you treat a vet. I'm actively serving this country, and this is how you're gonna treat me. I didn't do anything. Whoa, hold on. What's going? Hold on. Watch it.
He was eventually released with no charges. Now Nazario is suing the officers for violating his constitutional rights.
Why am I being treated like this? Why?
You're not cooperating. Get on the ground.
You think officers should know better? The body cameras may be new. The violence isn't.
One officer said in a report after the traffic stop that Nazario willfully disregarded their orders to pull over. The lawsuit says he waited less than 2 minutes to stop, wanting to get to this nearby, well-lit gas station. Some calling this just the latest example of excessive use of force by the police toward people of color.
What should have occurred is the individual police officer who initiated the stop
should have given clear, concise directions, answering questions if necessary. The level of force that was used for that type of infraction, which, by the way, is not even a crime,
It's not.
it's a violation of law, was excessive.
It's a traffic violation.
The Windsor Police Department did not respond to requests for comment, but a town manager reportedly told a local paper that both officers still work for the department. Eva?
Elizabeth Scholze for us there. Thank you.
Next tonight, newly obtained video of a police confrontation between officers and an Army second lieutenant. Police pepper spraying the lieutenant.
See what they
who was
think
in
about our
uniform
veterans?
during a traffic stop. He's now suing the officers for everything that happened once he was pulled over. Here's ABC's
This is what they
Alex
think about
Boucher.
your veterans. Not a damn
Tonight, two
thing.
Windsor, Virginia police officers are being sued by an Army second lieutenant, claiming his rights were violated during a traffic stop captured on multiple cameras.
Felony traffic stop. Put your hands out the window!
Police body camera rolling as an officer attempts to stop in early December for a missing rear plate on the SUV. Army Second Lieutenant Karan Nazario behind the wheel, pulling over at a gas station 100 seconds later and starting his cell phone camera. He had picked a well-lit place to stop, his lawyer says, for safety. He does have a plate, a temp plate taped to the back window of his brand new car. But as seen on the video, the situation goes south quickly as a second officer arrives on the scene.
Put your hands out the window and turn the vehicle off!
More than 20 times they order him out of the car.
Get out of the car now! Get out of the car! Now!
I'm honestly afraid to get out.
Yeah, you should be. Get out!
You feel like your client had a reasonable right to fear for his life?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think Officer Gutierrez kind of backs that up.
One of the officers pepper sprays Nazario and forcibly removes him from the SUV.
Get out of the car!
Nazario was released with no charges. Windsor police haven't responded to requests for comment. Nazario's attorney says his client is suing so that these incidents stop happening. Wait.
Okay, Alex Boucher for us. Thank you.
In my opinion,
What they got to do is just start
the law
busting
enforcement
on.
subdual restraint and the neck compression was just more than Mr. Floyd could take by virtue of those heart conditions.
They got to just start. Look, they need the police department in this country. You know, these things typically happen because you're dealing with ignorant mugs. On average, your police officer, I'm not going to say, yeah, I know it's not all cops, but a lot of these cops, first and foremost, you got to think about it. You don't even need, at one point, you didn't even need a high school education to be a police officer. You get your GED, that's fine. You deal with somebody who has been on the job maybe 8 to 10 years and has seen every violent act that is known to man, and it desensitizes them. Like my father once said, when I'm dealing with a cop, I'm dealing with an ignorant motherfucker that pulls me over. And you try not to escalate it, but you know, they escalate these things more than the citizens. He did right by this Lieutenant Nazario, Karen Nazario, says he's black and Latino. He's got to, he did right, because honestly, if you listen carefully too at the video, they were giving different commands. They were not consistent. They were confusing. I'm glad well, they said that they're claiming he was evading the police. That's what they're alleging, but he wasn't evading the police. He was trying to get to a well-lit area. That's a traffic violation at most if you have your tags don't have your tags visible. But they try to, there's a crime in the criminal code. I'll just say this. There's something called flight from an officer, where once the officer turns his sirens on, where he gives commands to pull over, you're supposed to stop immediately. And they say if you don't do it, especially immediately right then and there, they try to throw a charge of flight from an officer on you. That's why they came out with their guns drawn. And that's what they were alleging there. But he said it was less than 2 minutes. He just wanted to pull in a well-lit area so that the officers could see him. The cops could have directed where he was supposed to pull over from. But you see that one other officer, the one who pepper sprayed him, was the one who instigated everything. he escalated the situation. They don't give a damn about your military record. You black and you even serve this country, it doesn't matter. It's like the brother that served in the Air Force that had to get out because of the racism he faced. Mark Essex, who was the sniper here in New Orleans that got on the Howard Johnson Hotel and was shooting all white people and so forth. He was a Navy veteran, and he just couldn't deal with the racism that he had to put up with. I don't condone what he did, but I understand where he was coming from. Your Chris Dartons, your Gavin Longs, all these people who talked about their experiences with racism. Remember, you had a Lafayette police officer who killed himself and posted that video about the racial prejudice he had to deal with when he was in the Lafayette Police Department. So this stuff is not new. But more details to come on this. I won't talk about the George Floyd thing. We all know where that's going right now. It's still ongoing. I've covered that. But I'm going to get on out of here, guys. I said it would be a short live stream. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not. Shout out to the new subscribers. Donate to the Cash App. Please donate to the Cash App. Gavin Richard Esquire at the bottom. And y'all check out, of course, the new single that I have released under my moniker G Rich. It's called Gotta Get On Up. This is a little snippet of it. We'll play it right quick for everybody.
As we glide across the room, and what to my surprise now, the beat takes hold of you. Now if you're feeling like I'm feeling, so come on baby, let's start dealing. Time to get this party started. Ain't no time for the broken hearted. When the rhythm takes hold of you, there's only one thing left to do. Cause the beat is really moving. Time to get your body moving. Gotta get on up and move your body. Cause when the beat is really moving, start to feel your body moving. Gotta get on up and shake something new. Feel the groove, get on the floor. Get on up. Tell the DJ play the whisper.
Yeah, that's just a little snippet of a track that I wrote, co-wrote with a friend of mine, Sizzle. He helped produce that. Y'all can check that out on Spotify, iTunes, as well as Apple Store, and download that if you want. It's a great groove to play with your friends and family. I'm sure it's also available on YouTube. Should be having that up real soon. But yeah, man, I'm real happy that I was able to do this. So you guys be safe, be blessed. Let me know what y'all think. Do you agree with what's been said as far as the DMX thing, where we're talking about Kid Cudi? Y'all saw what happened with that. Let me know what you think. This has been another live stream on Sunday, Random Topics, and we ran through it randomly for about an hour. We made 58 minutes. We got a good time here. So y'all be safe and be blessed. I'll holla. Peace. And shout out to our new subscribers, our new individuals that are here. Pansy Rose Reality that's here. Realty, or is it Pansy Rose Realty? I'm sorry, Reality, excuse me, I had it right. Got a lot going on, sorry. All right, guys, I'm gonna head on out of here. What's up, Derek? I see you. Thank you for your contribution yesterday. Thank you, Rosalind. All of you who have been on here, I appreciate the love and respect. Y'all enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'm going to check out WrestleMania a little bit later. I'll holla. Peace.